Hello, and welcome to Let's Talk Spoop. I'm your host, Don, and today we're going to talk about House on Elm Lake, which has been sitting on my to watch list on Tubi for a while, and I finally decided to watch it yesterday. I finally decided to watch it. So, as per usual on Let's Talk Spoop, we break things into 6 separate categories. Those 6 separate categories are story, acting, music, atmosphere, look, and finally, creep. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into House on Elm Lake. Story. So, the story of House on Elm Lake is this family buys a very nice house that is on a lakefront, fully knowing that somebody had been murdered there. Specifically, a man had murdered his wife and daughter. That's pretty much it. Exactly what you would expect to happen happens in this movie. The man gets possessed, starts killing people, and they're trying to stop him. And there's a little bit of possibly the demon actually being Lucifer and maybe the Antichrist showing up at some point. That's really about it. That's all that really makes it different from your generic haunted house that somebody was murdered in story. Fun fact, while I was looking up the actors and actresses in this movie, I discovered that this is actually a reshoot of a movie that came out in 2014. This movie was made for £3,000, which is not a lot of money. But yeah, so story 2.5. Acting. So this is Becca Harani right there, and she may be about to unseat May Kelly as my British horror movie crush. As you can see, she is gorgeous. She's our main character. And her acting was pretty good in this movie, and she is in a lot of British B horror. I'm looking forward very much to seeing her further. How was the acting besides her in this movie, you may be asking? And besides the fact that she was very attractive, it was all right. It wasn't blow you out of the park, but given that these people look like they picked them up off of the street to put them into this movie because of the low budget in it, they did a very good job. So 3 out of 5 for acting. Music, nothing to report here. 2.5. Atmosphere. So what is the atmosphere in this movie? It kept me engaged. I did want to see what happened. Like I said, the acting wasn't bad, but there are a few things in this that you're just like, why is that included? Why is this character here? Why is this happening? So I can't give it a super high score, but gets a 3 out of 5 for atmosphere. Look. All right, this is where we start to go a little bit down because again, this is a low budget film. So there's like ghosts in this, and essentially all they do to make them look like ghosts is give them a lot of white makeup and then darken around their eyes for the most part. There's a the demon man or whatever is just an old naked guy running around. So yeah, 2 out of 5 for look. For the budget they had, I feel like they did a good job, but yeah. Creep. So finally, we talk about Creep. This movie's not necessarily scary unless you're really afraid of being possessed by the devil. Um, I enjoyed it though. So Creep gets a 1 because again, it's not scary. It didn't keep me up last night. So overall, we tally up those scores. We get a 2.3. So 2.3 out of 5 doesn't sound great, but when you factor in the fact this is a low budget film, extremely low budget film, and it was made by Wild Eye, which normally is a huge mark against it, not bad. Would I recommend this movie? If you really like B horror, definitely check this one out. It's better than some of the other things I've seen, especially other things by Wild Eye. But if you have a more discerning taste when it comes to movies, you could probably just let this one slide. Yeah. So, what did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Think about liking. Think about subscribing. We're getting there. We're almost at 4850 last I checked. So we're getting there. We're almost to that 5,000. Once we hit that 5,000, I'm very excited to put together a video about cursed films for y'all. But I ain't going to do it if we don't hit 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Okay, thanks. Bye.